Well, welcome to Clobbered HQ, of course, which is the legendary Davies and Son here on Savile Row. You'll recognise Mark Baxter over
Hello,
there.
everyone.
This guy here, Greg Boraman.
Greg Boraman.
Old pal of ours.
Old.
Hammond organ player, modernist, but more importantly, what's big here is you are a record label manager now in charge of something really important.
Yes, and my important message is that I present to you, out now, the 9th studio album from Omar Lifeuk, MBE. It's Brighter the Days, as you can see. It's on the wax, it's a double LP, gatefold sleeve. It's on all the digitals.
Good twisting.
And there's even a thing called a compact disc. This latest new
Never catch
thing.
on.
No. Do latest.
But yeah, it's out. It's a beautiful thing. It's probably really considered his magnum opus and features everybody from Ledisi, Gerald Damager, India RE, and I think there's this guy, Paul Weller.
Up and coming fella.
New up and coming songwriter.
I mean, all of those people are so much part of the fact that Omar is this kind of guy. His career has been amazing.
Yeah.
Across both sides of the pond.
40 years this year as well, since his first single.
Wow.
And annoyingly, he doesn't look it. He doesn't know.
No. You got to hate the man.
I'm starting to. Really sorry.
I mean, it's a voice, isn't it? Let's be fair. The voice just works every time, doesn't it?
Yeah, and
From that first single I heard, amazing voice.
And also, he plays drums, keyboards, guitars, sings like that, and as we might discuss, sometimes turns out looking not too shabby.
We got to talk about this album cover.
Yes.
That outfit, sensational. He's upped his clobber game as well. This guy, Brian Clark, has really got a look. London College of Fashion, I do believe he comes from. Outstanding outfit.
Yes.
And even better. Nice.
Very nice.
But also, he's a London boy, isn't he? Of course. But he's representing on the cover of Echoes in a beautiful suit.
Oh, yeah.
Walk it through for me.
It's a beautiful kind of paisley thing. It was something, he's been hanging around with Paul Weller too much, frankly, because he was looking.
I was wondering about any influence on that. Yeah.
Distinctly
he's been
tailored.
recording with Paul, wasn't he?
Yeah, quite a lot of this album was recorded and mixed at Paul's studio.
Oh, down the barn, back barn, yeah.
Down the barn.
Wow.
Yeah.
And of course, so what you're seeing on the cover is a guy called Gresham Blake, I understand.
Company called Gresham Blake,
who are down in Brighton.
Yeah.
And it's a lovely.
They've been going a
number.
long time. They've been going a good 20 odd, maybe longer years. So, and very highly thought of in the modernist fraternity.
Well, now
so the weather thing is making sense now.
And Omar lives on the south coast, just along east, a bit from Brighton.
All makes perfect sense. But there is the great news is there's superb great news, brilliant collaboration track on here, isn't there?
It is. It's called On My Own with the aforementioned Paul Weller, and as if that wasn't startling enough, it's getting played on. It's kind of getting attention from all over the place. Radio 2, 6 Music.
Good.
But when they were working on the track, because I occasionally tinkle a Hammond, Omar says to me, because it's got a kind of R&B 60s soul feel to it. Omar says to me, "Oh, this needs some Hammond," and I was like, "Oh, right, okay."
I know a man who does.
I'm your man. And he goes, no, not you. One of your famous mates. So
You got knocked back.
I got the knockback, and I was like, after I'd stopped crying.
That sounds about right.
I've been working with the geezer 15 years. I'm still waiting for the call. But so here's the weird thing. There's that one track, and like I say, it's been getting radio play. Omar featuring Paul Weller with Blue Note organist Ronnie Foster on Hammond.
Good God.
Got no plans, I got no dreams. It's a feeling inside. Yeah. I find I get a mirror ahead of my own. Can't nobody pressure me to be told.
Well, that might be hard to compete.
That's a very unusual combination.
And I like to think that we'd have heard a bit of that music by now. But the great thing is, as luck would have it, and the joy of all this moment, this very shop here, Paul Weller's got a brand new song of his own.
Lolly Roller, which is a new single, was out, or the video was out yesterday. I saw the video.
Well, it's like
In that, he's wearing a very light brown type of 3-button suits, which was made by these chaps. Made by Davies and Son.
So we came in here and got the works done.
I've been around. I was around very early on in the early days of construction, and let's just say Paul was quite particular, very, very fussy about.
I find that hard to believe.
It doesn't sound right, no.
But Patsy, obviously, they're old mates, and they worked it out. It would come out a treat, and he's got a lot of comments already because people are picking up how obviously very stylish and very beautifully made. But yeah, obviously Savile Row prices.
Well, here's the great thing.
Nice.
What we're here to say here is that Clubber's here to tell you, on behalf of Davies and Son, and indeed Impressive Collective, which is Greg's label, is that 2 of our finest, Omar and Paul Weller, are back.
Survivors as well, let's be fair.
Absolute survivors, and boy, are they looking good.
Annoyingly good.
Annoyingly good.